Ripon man pleads not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect to all the charges against him in a hatchet attack against his former girlfriend. Hayden Daffinson was in Fond du Lac County Court today. He's charged with 8 felonies, including attempted first-degree intentional homicide and first-degree sexual assault involving a dangerous weapon. The judge today ordered a mental evaluation. According to the criminal complaint, the woman reported being struck at least 30 times, suffering multiple serious cuts to her head, back, and extremities, had 2 broken arms and several skull fractures.